I came up with this in the shower today. This is during my deep, insightful shower thinking. I understand why God keeps you in the dark, why God does not want you to know. It's very, very simple. The more you know, the less you do. The less you do, the less you experience. The less you experience, the less joy you have. What I figured out is that all of the fruit of the Spirit, if you're familiar with those things, love, joy, peace, patience, long suffering, all of that stuff, all of those things come from doing one specific thing, and it is action. And if we know, we do not act, and then we do not experience those things because the action is what shapes our character. So our brains are wired to want to figure things out. We are curious. We want to know. And if we already know, then there's no incentive to do. If you already knew that by starting on YouTube you were going to be successful, or if you already 100% knew that if you asked that girl out, it was going to be a yes, if you already knew that that movie was going to be awesome, you would be robbed of the experience. Think about it. When you watch a movie for the first time and you don't know, when you're kept in the dark about the plot and what's happening, that is that experience. When you try to ask somebody out for the first time, when you try to get outside of your comfort zone for the first time, there's nothing like that experience. It's the experience of it that leads to the joy. If I knew, oh yeah, it's going to be awesome when you do that, that doesn't replace the experience of doing it. When I do, I get to experience. God wants you to experience. He keeps you in the dark because he knows your brain is wired for curiosity. He doesn't want you to know so you can do. And by doing, you get to experience because God wants you to experience life. Jesus says life to the full. Okay? Life to the full. And how do you experience that? By doing. How do you get long suffering? By doing and realizing, shit, that sucked. How do you get patience? By doing something and realizing, wow, that took longer than I thought it was going to. How do you get love? By doing something and you experience something with another person, but it started with an action. By asking that person out, by taking the action, your spirit's like, man, I want to ask that person out. Okay. That's how you get love. How do you get joy? The joy is the experience. Joy is the experience of doing something new. When we're out here rotting our brain, watching shit on the internet, learning about all these things that are happening via non-action, sure, you know, but you got robbed of the experience of figuring it out. You got robbed of the experience of enjoying the process. If you have if someone gives you like a formula to make $1,000,000 and you know 100% that it's going to work, it's just cool. You have $1,000,000, but what was worth more than $1,000,000 is the experience of getting to it. What's better than being successful on YouTube is the experience of trying to figure it out and not knowing if you're going to be successful on YouTube. Your brain wants to fill in the gap. It wants to know. And that's why God didn't want people to know things like the tree of knowledge of good and evil or whatever. And also, when God tells someone, like, God gives very vague advice in the Bible, like, hey, go start walking east or something like that. And he doesn't, the person just starts walking east. They have no idea what's going to happen, okay? And that's what causes them to act, because they don't know and they're like, man, I want to know. So if the more we know, the more we overthink. Just remember, thoughts is your brain falsely predicting the future, okay? So let's just say we were going to take this job or ask somebody out, and now we have all these thoughts. Oh, they're going to say no. You're going to get rejected. You're not good enough. That person would never go for you. It's your brain just saying, hey, man, I already know the future. Listen to me. I already know the future. It's not going to work, man. Don't do anything. Just come on. Just watch some TV or something. Okay? So stop knowing and start doing. Okay? That's how you experience the fruits of the Spirit. God wants you to be in the dark, so you act. And when you act, you experience. And when you experience, you get joy. And that is what I figured out today. So write in the comments something new that you're going to do. Something outside of your comfort zone. Something that you're going to pursue. A question that you're not sure the answer to. Maybe it's, man, I wonder if this causes cancer. Maybe it's, man, I wonder what happens if I mix these two chemicals together. Maybe it's, man, I wonder what happens if I go fishing in this lake and use this kind of lure. You don't know. What is that thing that you want to know? Maybe it's, man, I kind of want to know if that person wants to have a relationship with me. I kind of want to know what that movie was all about. Okay, that's my goal for you today. Write in the comments something that you're going to do that you don't know the answer to, that you want to solve. Have a wonderful day.